What it do, ski? It's your boy Farewell34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This one is season 1, episode 11. How's it going, everyone? So, last time we saw the show, it was the Nightmare episode, and things got a little wonky over in Sunnydale. So, let's see how episode 11 is going to pick up. And also, like I said, it's getting closer to the end of the season. We sort of teased Buffy being scared of the Master and him popping up to some capacity. So, I'm interested to see what sort of long setups we're going to have, if we're going to have like a big finale. So, with that being said, let's just dive right into this one. So, as always, if you enjoyed this, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Yabba dabba doo. Yeet. In every generation? Oh no, it's not. Okay. My bad. There, you have to click it, not press space button. Yeet. There you go.
Stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the Slayer.
I just love springtime.
No better way to start off the episode.
End of school. Definitely my favorite time of year. Haven't been elected May Queen yet. Behold the weirdness.
Wondering what I'm doing with this stuff, huh?
Wow, I'm not.
For history class. Hobby of collecting stuff, which he let me for show and tell.
Buffy, you don't need to explain yourself to Cordelia.
Hey, did I ever tell you about the time she attacked me at the Bronze? I don't know why the school admits mentals like her. Shylock should get over himself. People who think their problems are so huge craze me. I sort of ran over this girl on her bike. It was the most traumatizing event of my life, and she's trying to make it about her leg. My pain meant nothing.
Which we'll pursue at a later time.
I mean, it's very in line with her character, yeah.
Miller?
Good observations today, Cordelia. It's always exciting to know someone's actually done the reading.
Something always goes down in the change room and washrooms in this show. I swear to God. We must be at like a 50% ratio at this point.
You gotta look good to be on Cordelia's arm.
Oh, it's not her arm I'm looking to be on. Okay, fun time's over. Come out.
He's been thwarted by moving bat.mp4. Oh God, with alpha particles rendered on Adobe Premiere. Jesus, that did not age very well. So the Invisible Man that's currently in theaters is also happening in this show.
Here's a chocolate. Oh, I don't think I need the loony fringe vote.
I don't even like chocolate. Okay, that was the lamest comeback of our times.
So what's Cordelia up to?
Bribery.
Cordelia, man, she does love titles.
Oh, God. Remember in 6th grade with the field trip?
Right, the guy with the antlers on his belt.
Be my deputy.
And remember the hat?
She is speaking in tongues.
I'm sorry.
It was just, we had this, you had to be there.
It's not even funny.
Really? Yeah, what kind of moron would I be May Queen anyway?
I was
Do what?
at my old school.
Non-moron.
You already sussed the flex, fam.
Well, we didn't call it May Queen.
Be my deputy.
Guys, come on! Mitch got wailed on. I think he's
Dead? Of course not.
I tried to grab a bat. It hit me.
What hit you?
The bat, by itself.
You need to stay away from the crime scene, sticking your nose in.
Sue? What did you say? Mitch was gonna sue the school?
Sue?
His dad, the lawyer. You haven't heard of him?
Other lawyers call him the Beast.
Like, how can you not love Willow? She's just awesome. We've got a message. Look.
That's all it said.
Monsters don't usually send messages. It's pretty much crush, kill, destroy. This was different.
Well, assuming the bat itself is not possessed, there are a few possibilities.
We were
Some
pulling Harry Potter.
intelligence
It's a cloak.
The power to move objects at will.
If it's a ghost, then we're talking about a dead kid.
I guess so.
Xander, if you're not doing anything, would you like to help me?
What, so there's homework
Xander
now?
Giles episode?
When did that happen?
How am I ever going to be able to show them to anyone?
Well, they can do wonderful things with airbrushes these days.
Great.
Why is she always trying?
Oh shit!
Get her back, everyone. Give her some air.
second.
What happened?
Hey,
It was your ankle that got hurt?
what happened?
Ow!
Don't sue.
Don't sue. I love how that's his only concern. Okay, there's clearly some person who's invisible and going around, but as to who and why, I'm like, maybe it could have been her, the one who fell, but she got bodied so easily. Oh,
Hey, who's here?
get ready to give the smoke buff.
Look, I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want to talk to you.
That is so cool.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I would give anything to be able to turn.
production. Excuse me. Feel a. You don't need like a sneeze is approaching, but then because you're aware of the sneeze, it goes away. That's where I'm at currently. Maybe this time around, it's actually nothing to do with the supernatural world. Maybe this is an experiment gone wrong. Only reason I'm sort of hinting at that is because those two men in the suits. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't use my powers to beat people up. I'd use my powers to protect the girls' locker room.
Is she a witch? Because we can find a way.
Zoinks!
Research boy comes through with the knowledge.
This girl's sort of petty for a god.
She's got a grudge.
Guess I'm gonna start the hunt.
How exactly did you propose to hunt someone you can't see? You may
Bucket of paint.
work on listening to people.
Very funny.
It's like a Prime Angel cameo.
Is it long enough?
Everything's all mellow.
Isn't it beautiful?
No, we're not bodying Giles.
Who's there?
Oh! That's so good. Put me in the writer's room. LOL. Yeah, see, that was like a prime moment for Angel to pop in.
I'm not here to eat.
Buffy told me you don't feed from humans anymore.
Not for a long while.
That's
That's why you're
funny.
here to see her.
I can't. Something's already in motion. Something big, but I don't know what.
Unfortunately, the book was lost in the 15th century.
Not lost. Misplaced. I can get it.
God, I am never sitting through another one of those alumni lectures again. 2 hours of my trek through Nepal. There is nobody caring.
Did you guys see his toupee? I mean, it looks like a cabbage.
Did you guys check out that extreme toupee? Yeah, that's realistic. It looked like a cabbage.
You stole my joke! Oh, that's the worst. When you repeat the same joke like 3 times because no one's listening. And then someone just steals it. Oh.
Being this popular is not just my right, but my responsibility. And I want you to know I take it very seriously. It all began at our...
So, Giles said you'd be here. Why are you being here?
Well, last night when I was hunting, I heard this flute, but I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And it was in the band room that I lost Miss Invisible yesterday.
Uh-oh. That's just awful.
Miller?
Oh, maybe the people, the men in the suits are, I guess, yeah, maybe some sort of like, I don't know, like FBI or whatever it is, just noticing that all this stuff's been happening on the Hellmouth. People are dying, students are getting hit, etc., etc. So they're just trying to investigate. And she just got
Bodied. What happened?
Attacked. Didn't see.
listen. It's like the Capaldi episode, Doctor Who.
Missed? What, she turned invisible because no one noticed her?
Of course. I've been investigating the mystical causes of invisibility when I should have looked at the quantum mechanical.
With the Hellmouth below us sending out mystical energy.
People perceived Marcy as invisible, and she became so.
So, who knows the answer to this? Think about it. Cordelia?
Well, just because the story's about him doesn't necessarily
Cuts her face.
make him the hero, right?
Exactly. So what do we call her? Willow? Who doesn't agree with that?
Extras number 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
I know that you share this feeling that we have for each other deep down.
Nausea?
Somebody is after me. And I know you're very strong, and you've got all those weapons. I was kind of hoping you were in a gang.
I was hoping you would.
Please, I don't have anyone else to turn to.
This could be the beginnings of a genuine, obscure friendship.
No, I don't recall ever seeing you here before.
Oh no, I have a life.
Okay. Cordelia, your attacker is an invisible girl.
Who was really, really angry at you, which I can't imagine personally, but...
People just want to be in the popular zone. Sometimes when I talk, everyone's so busy agreeing with me, they don't hear a word I say.
Well, if you feel so alone, then why do you work so hard at being popular?
Well, it beats being alone all by yourself.
Some Cordelia development.
Listen.
I'm here for it. Oh, is that the train to Hogwarts?
Cordelia? Cordelia?
She just punched straight through a wood door. That's crazy. I'm just gonna leave her a little bruised though.
She snuffed out the pilot light.
Oh. That's awful. Needles are worse enough. But a floating needle by a psychotic student on the loose? Who's invisible? It's not my cup of tea.
Buffy,
We all want what you have. To be noticed, remembered. I'm gonna give you a face no one will ever forget.
I'm saving the file right now. Sorry about that, guys. I'm actually really happy because whenever, like, a 1 in a million chance that the power goes out for some reason in a reaction, I lose the video entirely. So, the fact that it was only the lights that went off and not the PC makes me really happy. So that means this video isn't lost. So, anyway, let's continue for the see where this one goes. Yoink. So does she know she's a Slayer? Was that a like?
I thought you would
purpose?
understand my vision, but you're just like them.
Oh, anything goes at this point. Honestly, they killed Floody, but I was certain Cordelia was gonna last.
I mean, people who pass you on the street are gonna remember you for the rest of their lives. Children are gonna dream about you. And every one of your friends who comes to the coronation tonight will take the site of the May Queen. It's less fun if you're not awake.
You guys are,
Oh, Angel.
blacking out on me.
It's gotta be Angel.
Charm your way out of this, don't you? Isn't that what you think? I see right through you.
still. Oh my god.
My angel. Oh, my angel. You saved me.
Angel always looks like he's in a R&B music
You
video.
know, I really felt sorry for you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cordelia, shut up.
New Slayer abilities.
Activated.
Just dealt the smoke.
Everybody, stay where you are. FBI, nobody move.
Okay. We'll take it from here now, man.
Take what from where?
Agent Doyle, this is Agent Minetti. We're here for the girl.
Well, where were you 10 minutes ago when she was playing surgeon?
We'll take it from here on. Come on.
You can cure her.
Wow.
Rehabilitate her.
In time, she'll learn to be a useful member of society again. Not at liberty to discuss that.
It would be best for you to forget this whole incident.
Do you know that you guys are very creepy?
Oh, and, have a nice day.
So I guess the FBI is with the shits in terms of the nonsense going down in Hellmouth, and also put me in the right room. Call that too. Shit. 2 for 2.
Just can't believe. I guess I just want to say thank you, all of you.
It's funny because she looks like Cordelia.
You really helped me out yesterday, and you didn't have to.
Listen, we were gonna grab lunch in a minute if you wanted to.
Well,
hold your horses.
You're not hanging with these losers, are you?
Are you kidding? I was just being charitable.
It was a fleeting moment, but
Girl when you really need
we
one.
know how she really feels now.
I think you'll be happy here.
You should fit right in.
Hey. Class, this is Marcy. Hi, Marcy. Sit down.
So there's just a legion of invisible children.
Okay, class, let's get started. Everybody turn to page 54 of your texts.
That was fucking really weird and dark. And that was Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 11. That was my reaction video. So that was a pretty sad story with Marcy, I gotta say. But I feel very conflicted about, I think, not the episode. I think the episode was actually pretty alright. But there were definitely some glaring issues, I thought, here. First of all, I could feel bad for her, you know, being so ignored, and then she becomes invisible. You know, that's a very, you know, sort of easy concept to understand, although it's pretty just sort of wonky, but I guess that's the sort of idea we're going to be going in Buffy. There's going to definitely be, now I think that they've established, there's going to be the supernatural elements with the Hellmouth, and out of that there's going to be some more fantastical things like people turning invisible because they've been ignored, and then the FBI becomes involved. Also, there's this initiative now, which I'm almost certain is going to come back, and if they don't, that's a missed opportunity. So there's just a legion of invisible murdering, assassinating children out there, assassinating youth. Anyway, that's besides the point. I thought this episode had a little bit of few faults here. One, wouldn't have made more sense for her. I get it, she's ridiculed, she's made fun of by the popular kids, but I would have loved to see her. I think it would have made more sense for her, at least in my opinion, if instead of just keep trying to gain the love and affection out of the popular kids who are just dicks to everybody, I think it would have been more effective in my opinion, instead of just having this book that says, you know, have a nice summer, have a nice summer. If we had seen shots of everyone, like different groups, like maybe even have a throwback to Jesse and just all these other characters that we've seen throughout the year, maybe even the dude from the other episode, the one with the puppet, like ignoring her like completely, the drama kids, you know, just showing that every single person in the school literally didn't mess with her, and that's what resulted in it. But having the popular kids not do it just doesn't make too much sense to me. It's just sort of like they're the dicks to everybody, so it's not really that out of character. It's like it's not like, this is not a smart bet. That's basically what I'm saying, you know? And I feel like it would have been more impactful if we had seen that, but that's just a little caveat that I had, a little issue that I had here. Also, Angel this episode definitely felt out of place, just he was inserted here into the plot just to make things move a little bit smoother. Yeah, I think overall this is just an alright episode. Things that I did enjoy though was the Cordelia-centricness to this episode. How Cordelia was centric to this episode and how we're developing her more of as a character. And even though it seemed a little bit like, you know, cliche, like all the popular kid, like I'm so alone or whatever it is, I actually felt that a little bit here. And now it seems that her and the group have some sort of, you know, understanding with one another, and at least a baseline friendship now. So it's gonna be cool to see how that develops moving forward, because it's gonna be interesting to see how that develops moving forward, because her just being sort of just like an ass entirely, just it didn't mesh too well for me off the bat. Like she was just too mean. So now it's good to see that they're gonna have like a middle ground a bit here. The idea of the whole invisible girl aspect, I thought they handled it decently well. I didn't think it was exceptional, but I also don't think it was done too poorly. I think they did just a fine job overall with this episode. And I think major issues were with Angels, how they handled him here, and the way they went about the Marcy story, the execution of that. But yeah, I mean, there were some moments too, like I did feel bad for her when like even the teacher ignored her. Like that just felt awful. I wish we could see more of her struggle instead of just seeing her dive into this sort of just becoming you know, a murderer, you know, going insane. I would have loved to see a little bit more into her descent. But what do you think about this one? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Although now that the FBI is involved, it's gonna be interesting to see if they are aware of Buffy, the demon world, like the underworld, and what that sort of initiative is, or whatever that sort of group of people were with the FBI. So that's probably one of the most interesting things in this episode, and I hope they don't underplay it. But that was Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1, Episode 11, guys. What'd you think about this? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, guys, I'll catch y'all in the next one. I love ya. Peace.